Good afternoon. We're back today with our second lesson for elementary on our post-observation conference. I'm with Miss Curtis, and we're going to kind of talk about how we feel the lesson went.
I enjoyed it.
Oh, I did too.
The kids were very engaged. I thought you had them grouped appropriately, like the last time. You did a great job on reviewing what you've done up until this point and what the objectives should be. You know, the emphasis on the short vowel, and they very much enjoyed the interactive board and
definitely.
The song, the phonics song. They enjoyed that. I noticed the kids were even singing with it.
Right.
So they enjoyed that. Great participation with bringing them up and checking for their understanding and having each one participate. I thought it was a really good use of your technology in your classroom.
Oh, they loved it. That definitely was something that all of them were raising their hands, wanting to come to write on the board. Yeah, that was really a strong point, I think, of the lesson.
Overall, how do you think your lesson was today?
Oh, I think it went really well. I feel like I was really surprised how quickly they grasped. Once we realized and played the song of the short E, they all seemed to retain it pretty well. I feel like they, got some opportunity to look at some new vocabulary with the picture sort.
What do you think your strength was today?
Probably the interactive with the smart board, because they loved going up there and writing. They were, every hand was raised every time, wanting to come up to the smart board and write on it. So I thought it not only got a chance for them to practice the short E, it also gave them a chance to sound out consonants and put the words together.
Right.
So
I noticed one of your students asked the question when they were doing their individual worksheet about clarification on does it count if the vowel is at the front of the word, and
Right.
you did a good job, clarifying the instructions with that. But he asked a very good question and you responded very well. What do you think your weakness was as teacher overall of today's lesson?
I think I probably should have had a few more activities. Maybe should have, whenever they got to the end of the lesson, since it wasn't quite time for the period to be over with, maybe had a few different things set up where they could get on the iPad and maybe do some more practice with the short E, maybe some more worksheets that they could do, and even have another activity on the smart board that they could just get off in groups and continue practicing.
Right. So have a variety of different things.
Right,
That you can
just
check
have
for
some extra work
understanding.
planned out.
I thought you did a very good job praising, giving them good positive feedback on different things. And you spread it around, your compliments, to each one. You were slower in pace,
Yes.
and I know it's a balance to have the extra activities planned just in case you need them.
Right.
But also realizing when you have to pull back and slow the pace down to check for better
Right.
understanding. I thought you did a much better job
Well, thank
at
you.
this lesson than today. I noticed, not only did you give good verbal feedback, you gave high fives, and some kids respond better to that.
Right.
You had good follow-up questions to the activities to check for understanding. So I overall think the kids very much enjoy the lesson. I thought your pace was much better. That's the one thing that I did
A little
notice
more
that you-
relaxed, right?
Yeah. And you did a good job of previewing what's to come, what's the lesson after
Right.
this, so you could build upon that. Great job.
Well, thank you. Thank you.